Hi West Bloomfield, my name is Mrs. Essig and I'm the College and Career Counselor here in the high school. I'm another resource for you in addition to your counselor, so hopefully by now you've made it down to my area to meet with me. Today I want to speak with you about college ACT and SAT preparation. Now is the time, if you are in 10th grade and a junior, to start thinking about what are you going to do over the summer to prepare yourself for standardized tests. So today I want to turn it over to our experts, our seniors who have provided wonderful input on what they did to prepare for the ACT or the SAT, and you can hear great advice from them.
My advice for taking the SAT would be to take lots of practice tests. For me, it made sure that I had enough endurance to go through the whole test, and make sure that I had test-taking strategies to make sure that I would be able to answer all the questions in a reasonable amount of time without having to worry about skipping questions.
My advice would be to just start early. I have a lot of friends who kind of waited till later, and then it got hard with them with APs and stuff, so start early and take a lot of practice tests and you'll be fine.
I'd say you don't really have to buy into the whole tutoring thing where you have to spend tons of money, because I didn't spend any money on my studying. I literally just went to the library and got study books or checked out things online where they had old practice tests, or there was this thing called UWorlds that I found a free subscription for. So I just used a bunch of free things online or from the library, and that helped.
For the SAT, I definitely use Khan Academy. I did have access to a tutor, but Khan Academy helped me more because I could take more practice tests and see where I was going wrong. But also having a tutor really helped me figure out the patterns of the test, because there is a pattern to testing, especially on the ACT. If you know the pattern, it makes the test a lot easier, especially for the English section. And the most important thing is reading for context, especially in all the sections, reading, math, and science. On the ACT, just reading. You don't have to know science, but if you read, then it really helps you answer the questions more. And the most important thing you want to focus on is time, pacing yourself, making sure you have enough time to answer the questions, because I know a lot of people, they struggle with answering the questions in enough time, and then they get answers wrong that way. So making sure you practice enough to know how much time you need for each question.
I think when you're in the preparation process, you kind of have to know yourself, and you have to know how disciplined you are and how much you need a tutor. Even if you need tutoring, for example, I had the discipline to sit down with some books and study on my own, so I didn't have to pay for tutoring to get my good score. So it's really up to you. I know a lot of people kind of wonder if they should pay for tutoring, so that would be my advice on that. The other thing would to be take a lot of practice tests, because the questions themselves aren't that hard. It's about getting all of your answers in within the time limit, or at least it was for me. So for example, I went to the library and I got a book full of 9 practice tests. I used all the ones on Khan Academy, and I think that practice was the most helpful. And Khan Academy, don't underestimate Khan Academy, it's really helpful.
My advice would be, do not compare yourself to any other person or student. I feel like as a student myself, I found myself comparing myself to other people when they told me their scores. So really just focus on yourself, because we're all on different paths and it's just a number and it doesn't define who you are. And in addition to not comparing yourself to anybody else, I'd say really use Khan Academy, because the more you use it, the better you get. And the earlier you start, the more practice you get.
I definitely recommend to take both exams. For me, the SAT was my preferred option, but a lot of students like the ACT, so it's best advised to take both to see which one better fits you. I would also definitely recommend Khan Academy as a study resource, because for me, it definitely improved my score a lot, and so take full advantage of that.
My advice would be to take as much practice as you can, because you need to learn how to take the test and what the test takers want from you more than you need to learn the actual content.
Thank you so much, seniors, for all of your wonderful advice. I think the bottom line is do something, prepare, make yourself feel more comfortable with the exams, and good luck.